chair of basically chair of Goderich Industries. Airlines. Oh, did the
tell you a little. Yeah, he's texting me back and forth.
I tried it out in Tennessee.
You listen to like within 10 miles of the house, you ain't going, it doesn't go anywhere. I never moved. Jim Rogan. Last time I sent a picture, he's like, you know. Let's hear it. Tell the guy.
expecting you with this music. You're gonna take the mic and. You can do it. No, I sing, but
Oh yeah, not me. Yeah, yeah.
on the side, do a little jazz.
You're right,
singing,
like a little, yeah.
little music. Sweet. That'd be humorous, but probably not a good thing.
No, yeah, it would be bad. Good evening, everybody. Good evening. If everybody could take their seats. All right, if everybody could take their seats, we'll start in about 1 minute. All right, if everybody could have their seats, if everybody could take their seats, please. All right, good evening. Good evening, everybody. Hello, Annie. Good evening, everybody. All right, if everybody could take their seats over there. All right, good evening. All right, we're going to get started here, everybody. All right, welcome to the... There we go. Thank you, Brian. All right, my name is Greg Mitchell. I'm the founder and CEO of IRF Secretariat, and I want to welcome everybody. This is like a handover between Dare to Overcome and the IRF Builders Forum that's put on by IRF Secretariat. We also have our co-convening partners, Love Your Neighbor Community, Templeton Religion Trust, Religious Freedom and Business Foundation. I want to thank all the supporters as well who are supporting this event tonight. And I want to also just recognize a few VIP or dignitaries who are in the audience with us tonight. I'll start by recognizing Paula White. She's the senior advisor to the White House Faith Office. Thank you for joining us. And she'll be delivering keynote remarks tomorrow at 11 a.m. For all those of you who are going to be here, we're looking forward to her remarks tomorrow. We have Patrick Henry here. I always say Patrick Henry. Patrick Harvey. I've done it like 10 times. Patrick Henry, but it's Patrick Harvey. He's the senior IRF official. He's basically the acting ambassador at large for international religious freedom at the State Department until we have a confirmed ambassador at large. So Patrick, it's good to see you here. At this table also we have Dr. Alveda King, who's just a long-time champion for human rights and just a champion for everyone. So thank you, Dr. King. And we have some former officials here too. We have former ambassador at large. Where's David Saperstein? He's over here. I'm going by who I see. I see Katrina Lantos Sweat, who's former chair. Yep. Former chair of the U.S. Commission for International Religious Freedom, and she's co-chair of the IRF Summit. Where's Nadine Mayenza? Former chair of the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom. It's good to see you. She's been president of IRF Secretariat for the last 3 years, so it's good to see you, Nadine, of course. Thank you. Chairman Zaza at the next table. I just call him Chairman Zaza, but he's the chair of the State Agency for Religious Issues for the Republic of Georgia. And he'll be on stage tomorrow as well, so for all of you who are here, you'll be treated. And who else am I missing here? I think I've got everybody. Pam Pryor. Pam? And you're going to see her later on stage tonight, but she's a former, high-up official at the State Department, like a senior bureau for international organization affairs, I believe. She was leading that bureau for a while at the end of the first Trump administration. She was a senior advisor to the IRF office. She's been a senior advisor to the IRF Summit. I mean, she's just an all-around champion. All-around champion, again, for people of all faiths, so thank you, Pam. I think I see Jan Fagel over here. Jan Fagel, he's the he's former EU Special Envoy for Freedom of Religion or Belief outside the EU, but he's also held several high-ranking positions in the government of Slovakia, and he came here from Bratislava, so thank you, Jan, for being here with us. And have I missed anybody here? I'm just going to point out Chris Seipel over here, just because he's he's co-founder of the IRF Roundtable, which we're celebrating here tonight. So thanks, Chris, for being here. And just a lot of other friends. So I just want to welcome everybody. Again, this is called the Roger Williams IRF Builders Awards. And people have asked me why Roger Williams. And I mentioned Chris Seipel. He wrote a piece called The Essence of Exceptionalism, Roger Williams and the Birth of Religious Freedom in America. And Chris is the reason that we named these awards after Roger Williams. And we put a reader, on the event website, we put a reader, an event reader where you can read about several things that give you background about this event and the builder's approach, why we call it a builder's forum. And at the end of that, there's a section on Roger Williams it's an excerpt from a paper that Chris wrote about Roger Williams. So I urge everyone to read that so you can understand why we named why this awards dinner is named after Roger Williams. Just in a nutshell, though, his words and actions would influence a lot of colonial charters, John Locke, and the founding fathers of the United States. He did a lot of the work before Thomas Jefferson, before the Declaration of Independence, before the U.S. Constitution and the Bill of Rights. And so that's why, we're naming this after Roger Williams. But I urge you to read, the excerpt from Chris's paper on Roger. And then also builders. Just real quick before I introduce Brian Grimm, there's two distinctive approaches to advancing religious freedom. There's the advocacy approach, which I think everyone is familiar with, because most of us are advocates. But there's also the builders approach. And they're two different approaches, and one is focused on naming the violations, calling out all the violations of religious freedom around the world, which is desperately needed. But the builders approach is more focused on engagement, and engaging governments that are restricting religion, and offering to work with those governments to improve on religious freedom, and also partnering with local builders on the ground in the countries that need to improve. And we have some of those partners that'll be on stage tomorrow. But tonight, we're celebrating all the builders in this room. And everybody who's a participant of our IRF Roundtable here in Washington is a builder. They're advocates, but they're builders of this multi-faith, inclusive, equal citizenship model that is now being replicated around the world. So we want to celebrate the IRF Roundtable model, and we want to celebrate all the builders that participate in our Roundtable. And we want to give awards. Tonight will be the first awards we've ever given to participants of our roundtable. We've always given awards in the past to government leaders and other leaders outside of the roundtable. But tonight we're going to be recognizing the good works of builders who have been at the roundtable, which has been here in Washington for 15 years now. So we're just looking forward to celebrating everybody in that model tonight. And before we eat, I'm going to introduce Brian Grimm, who is the founder and president of the Religious Freedom and Business Foundation. And he's going to give out the first award to kick us off, and then we will eat after that. So thank you.
And Greg did that to me on purpose to put me between you and dinner. So much appreciation. Well, Greg, you missed two VIPs. Everybody who was at Dare to Overcome, stand up. Here's one VIP. Okay, these are people from Dell Technologies, American Airlines, Accenture, companies, name brand companies you know. What companies did I miss? Intel, formerly Google, Ford Motor Company, Yogi T. Anybody else shout out? So we had GE Aerospace, AT&T. What was that last? All right. AARP, they're recruiting me. So, thank you. That's the first VIP. The second VIP is everybody else who was not called out. Stand up. Really, stand up. Up. So, everybody, really, this is a room full of VIPs. So, just a word, we just finished 2 days of building religious freedom through faith-friendly workplaces. We had some of the top Fortune 500 companies gathered here, sharing what they're doing in their workplaces to make their workplaces faith and belief friendly. It's an amazing movement. We recognize them with awards. We had the ERG, that's Employee Business Group Leader of the Year award. So I won't go into that. But we have one special award tonight that we recognize someone who has been a leader and championing religious freedom. And I have a short tribute video, and then we have some words from Elder D. Todd Christofferson, who's a member of the Quorum of the 12 Apostles of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, because this university in India has made space for Christians, for Muslims, for everyone inside of India, and they are a Hindu majority university. So we'll be recognizing tonight, if my clicker works. If the tech back there works. Dr. Rahul Karad with the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Medal. And a short... And rather than me tell the story, here's a very short video to honor him and tell you about the award.
And Interfaith Peace Awards have been held in Rio de Janeiro, Seoul, South Korea, Tokyo, Japan, New Delhi, India, and Washington, D.C., honoring leaders including the CEO of the Intel Corporation, Chair of Tyson Foods, Chair of Godrich Industries, COO of American Airlines, Span Construction, CEO and Chair, and founder and CEO of Empowering a Billion Women, for championing interfaith understanding, religious freedom, and peace. The awards began in partnership with the UN Global Compact and former UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon's Business for Peace initiative. The 2025 Global Business and Interfaith Peace Gold Medal goes to Dr. Rahul Vishwanath Karad, Managing Trustee and Executive President of Mayer's MIT Group of Institutions, which encompasses more than 70 institutes and nurtures over 80,000 students. In 2005, Dr. Rahul Karad founded the MIT World Peace University School of Government with the mission of shaping future political leaders who embody ethics, spirituality, and leadership. More recently, he launched the National Legislators Conference Bharat, providing an avenue for legislators across India to gather at one place and exchange ideas. Most recently, under his patronage, the MIT World Peace University's Education Department piloted human rights and business skills secondary school curriculum in diverse schools, including Muslim and Christian minority schools, schools serving underserved communities, and the university's own attached secondary school. The results were overwhelmingly positive, and a promising feature of the curriculum is that corporate social responsibility, CSR, funding is a potential avenue to sustain and expand this initiative across India and the world. We congratulate Dr. Rahul Karad and the MIT World Peace University's Education Department for developing the world's first business skills curriculum that reinforces and applies human rights.
So Ashok Joshi is not the awardee, but he's going to read a few words from Elder Christofferson. And Ashok Joshi is the holder of dozens, hundreds of patents, successful businessman from India in the U.S. and Utah. But please.
Yes, thank you. Good late afternoon. This is the thing that was written by Elder D. Christofferson, who is a quorum of the 12 Apostles, Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I'm going to read, I'm not going to take too much time, as Brian told me, that just simple. And he's writing this. It is an honor to offer a word of tribute for Rahul Vishwanath Karad on the occasion of his being awarded the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Award Gold Medal for 2025. Rahul Karad has compiled an impressive record of achievement during a professional career that is still in its early stages. He has obviously benefited from the example and instruction of his father, revered Professor Dr. Vishwanath D. Karad. His father's mentoring and Rahul's own natural talents and abilities have prepared him to assume primary leadership as Executive Director of Myers MIT Group of Institutions. He has been instrumental in strengthening and expanding MIT World Peace University and its sister institutions, and their continued success will be vital in the world of education, both for India and abroad. I applaud Rahul's vision and initiative in collaborations with other institutions of higher education in United States and elsewhere. The establishment of the Confederation of Indian Private University is noteworthy example of Rahul's leadership in this regard. He is the firm believer in learning from each other and implementing best practices. I am confident his initiatives will bear fruit in mutual improvement of many schools in many places in the years ahead. I join with all of you as the Global Business and Interfaith Peace Award Gold Medal for 2025 and conferred upon Rahul Karad in enthusiastically congratulating him and wishing him continued good health and success in his many endeavors. I say to my friend Rahul Karad, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
And it really is a gold medal because we did this in conjunction with the Olympics. So if I could sit down to listen to you.
Janani Janmabhumisha Swargadapi Gariyasi. This is my motherland, the great land of Mahatma Gandhi and Gautam Buddha. My revered father, today this award is you people have recognized me. Thank you so much. But my father is a champion of world peace, the great Guru, the Swami Vivekananda. Long back he said, the unification of science and spirituality alone can bring peace to the mankind. And that particular one line, 45 years back, motivated him, and he has created one huge edifice. You guys can Google it, the World Peace Dome, which is a world wonder. It is a World Peace Dome where 54 statues of all the founders of all the religions, scientists, philosophers, and this particular very thought we have tried to imbibe through the 6-credit program in our overall university system, where we have 65,000 students of higher education in the university system and another 20,000 students. So that little effort in this continuation of our 43 years of legacy, I could carry forward. I want to appeal all of you someday to visit the World Peace Dome, and almost last 43 years in Geneva, also one interfaith and interreligious dialogue, philosophy dialogue we organize, a number of conferences later on also with the help of students and our academia. Today, Professor Rahul and Professor Kale, both they contributed. Some of you have attended their stations. And I humbly wish that how and what way it can be taken ahead, I don't know, but 20,000 universities are all over the world, my dear friends. And we as MIT World Peace University, it may sound a little egoistic, but with a very humble way, I want to communicate that we are trying to communicate that how the peace gardens can be created in my country, in every state and all over the world. That is also one concept we are working, but the peace syllabus in particular is a very successful the model which through the 6-credit program, and we are measuring the overall transformation of the student community, my dear friends, where we are teaching all the religions to the students through 6-credit programs. Though as you said it in your speech that majority Hindus are in my university, 90%, because as you know India is, but and I think that is the last 2 days what little partly I attended this conference, Mr. Brian. I think amazing, but at early age, if this DNA, if we can imbibe in the student community at much mature age, what we all here sitting together and discussing about this very fundamental thought, I think this can be truly a game changer in next 30, 40, 50, 100 years down the line. It is a continuous process, but all the school education system and the university system has to understand that some such efforts. And I always think about the solutions. What is the peace garden, the World Peace Dome, what our beloved founder has created, my dear friends. It motivates all of us there, and I think it is a blessing on the Almighty. And lastly, I will say just in a minute that these are 3-4 important, the sections of the society, particularly the politicians. And there is a cinema and the media, and of course the religion is all abiding. But in our day-to-day format, the university system has a major role, the media has an important role, and the politicians. And that's how we have established one very important center in my country, where we have 6,000 lawmakers in our central Delhi, and our capital also, the member of parliaments and the state legislatures put together. And recently 2,000 legislatures in our country we gathered together for the first time after independence last 75 years through our university system, my dear friends. It was impossible. In United States, we have one language here and 2 political parties, major parties. We have 100 political parties, 100 languages. It was an impossible task. But it worked so well. I went to all the chief ministers, like governors, 22 governors. I requested all of them. I'm an educationist. I'm nobody. I'm not into any political parties. Let us come together and join the hands for overall transformation of our country and create that true, the inclusive society. So thank you so much for recognizing me, Mr. Gunel. Thank you. You all are loving me, Mr. Brian. Thank you so much, Mr. Craig. I think great, amazing work. I think I heard some of those thoughts in the auditorium, and this particular university, Professor Dean, I don't know whether he's here, but amazing, he has not come, but this is a wonderful facility, and I visited this very church yesterday. Mind-boggling. I think in the contemporary time, in last 100 years, some such creation really motivates all of us. Thank you so much. Jai Hind. Thank you.
All right, enjoy your dinner. And I'm sorry we started late. It's going to push our timeline back a little bit. A lot of people had a lot of trouble getting here, so we apologize for that, but please enjoy your dinner, and then we'll start the roundtable IRF Builders Awards soon.